Hello everyone, welcome back to another movie review, or I guess today it's just a strange DVD review. Today I'm joined by my good friend and runner of the YouTube channel Chadtronic, Chad.
Yo, what up?
So Chad and I just watched Caught Between Worlds, a computer animation vision. And we're going to do our best to convey our experience to you using words, hopefully.
It's challenging. He makes it sound so easy, but this is gonna be a challenging video for both of us, I think.
I'm very glad that you're here. I could not talk about this alone. I don't know how I could just sit here and talk about this thing. I came across this DVD at a thrift store, and just the cover alone was enough to sell me on it.
I don't know how you are drawn to things, but I think that's like the ugliest thing ever. Like,
oh, that's why I'm drawn to it.
There's like no color. It's just like a mesh of like.
It's got some color, and it's got like a giant gorilla face in the middle. How do you pass that up?
It looks like some like, I don't know, knockoff Discovery Channel.
That's exactly what it looks like. And on the back, you've even got like an apple and a zebra. This was a DVD project created by someone named Benny Tchaikovsky. And on the back, it clearly says that this is computer animation art. Immerse yourself in unfathomable worlds of marvel and mystery through the cutting edge of 3D computer animation art. That was a mouthful for me.
That's a lot to describe something that's like undescribable.
It's luckily for us, it's at least broken up into chapters. But let's get started talking about Chapter 1, Asylum. What did you think? What happened in Asylum?
One thing about this, you said it was named, or someone named Ben?
Ben Tchaikovsky?
In the credits, it says he actually did all the music. So he's equally responsible for both the terrible visuals and terrible audio that you experience throughout this. It starts off with the most annoying music I think I've ever heard in my entire life, and I am not exaggerating.
It's an assault too.
It is. It's like someone stabbing you with a knife in your ears. It's just like terrible.
It had such a great story though. There was a man walking around in a business suit.
All right, he has this this guy who made this, he has this weird fascination with like arrows.
Oh yeah, I knew we were gonna get to arrows. It had to start almost immediately.
He's like weird, look like posable toy type figures walking around, and they have this like weird ball crotch component to them. And did you notice that?
Yeah, they definitely look, they got like some G.I. Joe bodies going on.
There's like a weird excessive amount of detail to like the ball crotch joint, if you can consider that a joint.
I don't even know, do they even bend there? I think they just like move their arms and legs.
There's like this weird guy, it looks like he's on the like verge of like throwing up or something.
Well, then there's a bunch of like businessmen, and then there's a bunch of men with arrow faces. Like their heads are a bunch of arrows.
There's a deeper meaning. Like what do the arrows symbolize? You know?
What do the arrows symbolize to you when you experienced it?
I have no idea.
I thought that this chapter called Asylum might be about like an alien invasion of arrow faces. I don't know, maybe the guy with the real face was getting lost in the crowd of all the arrow faces. I don't know what the clown was. There was a clown balancing the world on his head.
I kind of felt like the vibe I was getting from this whole thing, I felt like I was watching like an outdated benchmark performance test.
Yeah.
For like a computer.
Like a QuickTime test. Like after you install the latest version of QuickTime, it's like, here's a test movie for you. I think the freakiest part of this chapter for me was when the clown's head was like throbbing and it was like the earth. That asylum, I don't know. How do you sum up asylum in a sentence?
I'll sum it up. It's the worst way to start any video.
Well, I think that's a good point for chapter 2, because in chapter 2 things start to make some sense.
Fill me in, bro.
God is looking into a magical globe that's showing a zebra, and there's maybe like a groundhog chilling in a library, and then it goes into a microscope and there's a gorilla and a bunch of other wildlife in it.
It's interesting that you say groundhog, because like that was the one animal I was like, what the frick is that? I'm like, zebra, got it. Hippopotamus, got it. I'm like, I don't know what that is.
To me, it seemed like it was talking about hippo souls rising to heaven. Like there were a bunch of arrows going up from the animals. Maybe something about how animal souls are harvested.
So you're like a deeper insight to this, because I was just thinking like, are these like just a bunch of like upvotes?
I definitely felt like Benny Tchaikovsky was trying to say something to me, so I was definitely trying to figure out what the message was. It was very difficult.
So you definitely think there was like a message going on?
I don't definitely think that.
Halfway through this, I was entering some like weird state, Zen-like state, and I was like, am I alive? Like at this point, like I didn't even know where I was. Dude, I kid you not, at the end of this, I was like, oh yeah, like I'm Chad, this is my life.
You have to like touch some things to make sure you're still like in this realm.
Like,
this is physical.
Like, okay.
Am I still here?
Okay. I'm still here. I have not transcended yet.
I remember at one point, you're going into pictures a lot, like almost Mario 64. You keep going into and out of pictures of the same room. So it was almost like you were getting further and further and deeper into this room without leaving the room. It was a very bizarre, I felt like I was getting lost even though the surroundings weren't really changing.
If this was a screensaver, that would be awesome.
Yeah, these should almost be like individual little screensavers. This should be like sold as a screensaver pack.
Yeah, like this would be awesome as a screensaver, but I think it's pretty terrible for like a movie. Screensaver is better because you like, it plays when you're not present, so like you don't have to watch it. I think if you're somebody who likes chrome spheres, this will be like your favorite movie. I swear. There are so many chrome spheres.
There are a lot of really basic shapes, a lot of spheres, a lot of like boxes, a lot of arrows.
If you like reflective shapes, this will be your all-time most favorite movie ever.
Do you remember the buff angel? like this buff guy with wings and like these 2 halos. And then it was the part with the blue man. He's dancing on there's a blue man dancing on the table. I thought that maybe the balding blue man was supposed to be the center of the universe. And he's like dancing on a table.
20 minutes in, I counted this. It was like 3 to 5 solid minutes of just this like simple foaming effect.
Oh,
and that was it. That was it. That's the whole chapter.
That one kind of freaked me out. I didn't like that one. It almost seemed like a virus overtaking a world, because there was like this weird effect on clouds.
Yeah, it was at that point I was like starting to question, like, am I physically dying?
Yeah,
right now?
I thought like maybe the universe was being like digested by something. But I did make a note that at that point, when everything is probably at its creepiest, the music I thought was pretty nice. It got really upbeat. I felt maybe a bit relaxed as I was like easing into death as the universe was just coming to a close. I felt at peace.
My favorite part in Screensaver the movie was there's like at 25 minutes there's these giant penis towers. There's just giant,
the
like,
penis
everywhere.
towers. Everything was brick. I think I put very phallic penis brick towers in my notes.
I was almost tempted after this to go into Google and try and find brick penis tower screensaver. I really,
if you really wanted to, I could turn the brick penis tower into a screensaver for you, if that's what you want on your computer.
I'm having second thoughts about this now. But at like 29 minutes in, for the first time, we see actual words, and it says help.
Yeah, the only word you see in this entire thing is help scrawled on like a brick wall.
And I just interpret that as like that was the CGI artist trying to send us a message.
Maybe it was.
Like,
maybe that was the whole message in Caught Between Worlds. Maybe it was help.
There really does. It feels like there's like this weird cry for help. Because then another point, there's like a giant pin like dropping into a hand, and it bleeds blood.
There's the weird like disembodied feet.
Yeah, that was really weird.
Towards the end, it almost seems like he wants to give it some type of narrative. Because there is the guy in the cloak wandering around.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna like end up somewhere like a festival or celebration or some sort of like meeting with another person, but nope, he just kind of like, what does he do? He's like dances on a planet and like there's like multiple of him or something.
I don't exactly know for sure, but that sounds a lot like something that would have happened. This thing was all like nonsense, but at the same time, I always felt like someone was trying to tell me something, and it was almost like aliens made a movie. Like maybe if you showed this to aliens out there, maybe this would make sense to someone, but it didn't make sense to me. The thing is, I feel like this could succeed in game form. Like if this was some weird trippy game where you're walking around hanging out with arrow faces and gorillas in a boat with clowns. I mean, sure, I would play that game. That sounds insane.
It ends with like this guy. Is he? I don't know if he's swimming or drowning.
Maybe he died.
Yeah, I think.
Like maybe he drowned.
He died too. So I couldn't tell. I'm like, I can't tell if he's swimming or drowning. I can't really tell.
The last notes that I have are dolphins are the key to interdimensional travel.
Yeah, they're like turning into bubbles and like.
Oh yeah, the dolphins are transforming into bubbles. I think they are. I think that's the message. I think they're transporting themselves between dimensions.
It says in the credits that this was made on 2 networked Deck Alphas 500, and apparently that's like an Alpha Station 500 made by a company DEC. It's like a 400 megahertz processor. This had to have taken like weeks or months to render this out.
And I mean, worth the wait. Worth the wait.
Can I pause you for a second? You're gonna be blown away by something I found out about this DVD. Are you ready for this?
Bring it on.
Are you ready for this? Okay. You can actually, for those of you watching in the comfort of your home, you can actually buy this DVD on Walmart.com for $6.66, and that is not a joke.
Walmart.com?
For $6.66.
The price? Oh my God, I didn't even realize. I completely missed the price. I was more surprised that this was stocked
that it was just
at
available.
Walmart.
Yeah, the real shock is that this DVD is still available. You can actually still buy this. That's the real shock. But
for $6.60. Well, that puts this entire thing in a whole new context. Did you have a favorite part?
At the points where I could recognize shapes and things that are happening, that was my favorite. When there was something I could recognize, you just like asked me that so casually, like as if we just watched like a children's movie or something.
Well,
like,
you know.
Did you have a favorite part of this?
Of this nightmare that we just witnessed? This is like watching someone's nightmare. That's what this is like. It seems like it kind of makes sense, but not really, and it's all terrifying. This is like watching somebody's nightmare. If your nightmare was you got trapped in a screensaver. I want to say that it seems like, if nothing else, it seems like Ben Tchaikovsky put in a lot of effort into making this. I think it's very impressive that he composed the music and created all the worlds. If I tried as hard as I could not make something like this. So I gotta give him credit for making a piece of art that, at the very least, it held my attention. It made me try and figure it out. I did not figure any of it out. But, you know, that's something.
I hope this guy, wherever he is, like today, like he's doing all right.
Oh, he's dead.
Oh, he's dead?
Yeah, he died.
Well, that changes everything.
Benny Tchaikovsky actually made a number of these. I think what he is most known for is his 3D art.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I was hoping he'd be like alive and like working on like Shrek 6 at DreamWorks. That's disappointing.
He told us everything that he could tell us.
Which was help on a wall.
Which was help, apparently. I don't know how to conclude. I've been thinking about this since we started. It's like, how do I format this video? Am I just gonna put random bits throughout? How do I end it? Thanks for subjecting yourself to this, Chad.
No problem. This was something to experience.
If you liked Caught Between Worlds, be sure to go watch Chadtronic Deep into YouTube.
Watch if you enjoy that type of material, that's probably the best video to transition from here to the next video.
The only overlap available of this video and anything on your channel. Well, we gotta give one more thank you to Benny Tchaikovsky.
Give it up for Benny! Yeah!
He sure did make a bunch of really weird, unique shit, which I respect. I might not understand it. It might have really freaked me out at times, but I respect it. I'd like to take a second to thank the sponsors of this video, Honey. Honey is an awesome money-saving browser extension that I'm a huge fan of, and it seems like everyone who uses it is a big fan of it as well. It just takes 2 clicks to add Honey onto your browser and you're good to go. When you browse your favorite shopping sites, Honey scans and tests millions of coupon codes to find you the best discount while you sit there doing nothing. None of the work. Lazy. It's pretty great. It even lets you know how much money you saved or if you've already got the best price, so you can shop with confidence. For instance, here I am checking out some used PS4 games on GameStop and I could save $16.80. That's basically free money. Honey is absolutely free and automatically works to save you money, so there's no reason to not give it a shot, especially if you do a lot of online shopping like I do. Stop overpaying and wasting money. Join Honey today by clicking the link in the description or by going to joinhoney.com/brutalmoose. That's joinhoney.com/brutalmoose.